We need to clean off our...
we do. It's getting more and more cheese.
Yeah, it's getting cheesy. Luckily, we can wipe every bit of that off.
Oh yeah, it pops right off. I do feel it hanging on.
You, last week when we started off the week, we were making one of these. But I didn't
put pepperoni on this.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Last week, you put... last week, you did half and half. And he took some of the cheese off of his and put it on my side, and it was too cheesy.
He said it was too much.
It was too much cheese. So Screaming Sicilian knows what they're doing. They put exactly the right amount of cheese.
Although you have to move them. I had to move them around. They were all piled up on one side.
Yeah, but they know what they're doing. So Kevin tried to put pepperoni on his side and give me his cheese, and no, it was just too much. I ate it, of course, but I like it better the way they do it. So we're starting off another week in the same way we started off last week, minus the pepperoni. And we're going to go watch some TV. And we've started watching Good Girls on Netflix. And so I don't know if we watch that or Call the Midwife. We might watch Call the Midwife. What are you in the mood to watch?
That's probably me.
You don't care what we watch, do you? So we are headed to Lexington. It is Saturday, and I want to tell you what we just passed. But I didn't film it because if there's
you were clenched.
I was nervous. What happened is way off in the distance in this middle. So there's 3 lanes. Way off in the distance in this middle lane, I saw police lights. So there was a police car stopped in the middle, and traffic was having to go around it. They were even either having to go to the right or have to go to the left. And so I told Kevin, and Kevin got over in the left-hand lane. And when we got up to the police car, we saw that there was another car directly in front of the police car, and they were actually missing their whole tire on the front left of their car. It was like gone. There was no tire at all. So this police car had pulled up behind it to let people know, hey, they're stopped dead in the middle of the interstate. They can't move. I mean, there was nothing. It didn't even look like there was a tire there. It was nothing. Yeah,
it's like they'd taken it off to change it.
Yeah. And so there was nothing there. But Kevin was like, can you imagine how terrified they were sitting in the middle of the road, until the police officer came. And I told him, I said, if that happened at night, you would be dead. You would literally be dead, because you'd be sitting there and when you're coming on the interstate, you're expecting cars to be moving. You're not expecting any car to just be sitting there stopped completely. And I told Kevin they would be better off getting out of the car and going over like way up in the grass on the side of the interstate. But it's so cold that they really don't have that option today. It's like 26. It's like 26 degrees outside. We had a little bit of snow last night, but it's not on the road. It's more on the grass, and it was on the car and everything. But
you know, that car, since it didn't have a wheel, if it lost a wheel, I can understand it stopping dead in its tracks. Like there's nowhere you can go. Right. But if it still had the rim, they should have driven it onto the emergency.
Yes, because even though they tell you could tear your car up that way, you're
better off than killing somebody.
Because you're going to kill. I told Kevin, I feel sorry for that police officer that pulled up behind, because they're liable to get killed. So I immediately said a prayer for the people and for the police officer that nobody gets hurt. And I'm glad, if it had to happen, I'm glad it happened in the morning. And it's early, it's 10 till 10. So I hope they get out of there quickly, because that is so dangerous. But we're going to go to Kohl's. Last week I showed you some clothes that we got for Gavin and Amelia that were on sale at Kohl's. So we went there. I got $30 in Kohl's cash. And normally I don't even try to use the Kohl's cash. I just let it go. And I'll tell you why. because on 2 separate occasions, I have gone to the store, taken at least an hour to pick out what I want, get to the register, only for them to tell me
this has already been used.
Yeah, this Kohl's Cash has already been used. So it's like that somebody in the company clearly is using other people's Kohl's Cash and getting away with it, and you know that's a shame to have to say. But so we don't even use our Kohl's. Well, I bet you did use it too, because you didn't use a coupon on your phone.
It was just a regular coupon though.
So it didn't pull up a number.
No, it was just a standard coupon that they have in their app. It wasn't tied to my. I have to log into my account. I don't log into it anymore.
Okay, because I was going to say the 2 times that we were told before that it had already been used, we were using that Kohl's card.
Yeah, the Yes Rewards.
Yes Rewards. So we've completely quit using that Yes Rewards now, because somebody's getting in the system and they're still in your Kohl's Cash now. Both times, I do have to say, they let me go ahead and use it, but not before I felt like I had done something wrong and they had to call over a manager, and you know, it just makes you feel about this small, even though it's not my fault at all. It's like, I feel like they're thinking that I'm trying to get away with something, and I'm not trying to get away with anything. It's like, here's the Kohl's Cash, but what are you supposed to do if they tell you, oh, well, this was used? They can tell you the date it was used.
Where?
They can tell you where it was used, what store. And it seems like once it was in like
Florida or something.
Texas.
Far away.
Yeah, it was like a southern state, somewhere far away. And it's like, how would I have even, that's ridiculous. How would I have even gotten there? So wherever that was, they had a rat in the system for sure. And I don't know if that still goes on or not. We'll find out, because I'm going to try to use this Kohl's Cash. But, you know, I like to catch Kevin off guard. So, I thought I would catch him off guard. On Bob and Sherry, they asked some questions. How well do you know your mother?
My mom?
Your mom.
Okay.
And of course, we won't know if you get them right or wrong, the questions.
Hell, I might not know if I get it wrong.
Well, that's the thing, is how well do you know her?
Okay.
And I think this was supposed to like spark, like if you don't know the answer, then these are only some of the questions. They said there was a much longer list of questions, and they just asked some of them on the radio. But I think it was supposed to spark like conversation between you and your mom. If you don't know the answers to these, you know, it might be a conversation starter. So, what is her middle name?
Sue.
Oh, that's right, it is Sue. See, we call her Sue, so I'm thinking that's her first name. It's not, it's Margaret.
Yeah, but everybody else calls her Margaret.
Who calls her Margaret?
Everybody she works with and all that stuff calls her Margaret.
Yeah. I didn't know
Only
that.
family members call her Sue. I think it's because her mom called her Sue.
Okay. What is she probably doing right now?
Knowing my mom, she's at the hospital with some relative somewhere.
Ain't that the truth? His mom is
She's a doer.
She is. She would have been an excellent nurse. Name something she hates.
I don't know.
You should know this.
Well, she doesn't like to go outside.
She hates
She doesn't
gardening.
like being outside. She doesn't like gardening.
She hates gardening. And it's funny because his dad has a green thumb.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves it. They couldn't be more opposite. What does she like to drink? You know this.
Well, it used to be iced tea. I don't know what it is nowadays. Well, no, because she still orders that at restaurants.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, so see, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Cats or dogs?
I think she prefers dogs, and she always hated cats.
What is something she collects?
I don't think Mom collects anything, really. She gets things that people give her, but I don't think she actively collects anything.
Besides, like nail polish.
Yeah, about a book. She used to collect like books and stuff, but I don't think she does that anymore.
No, I bet.
She was never a collector.
Without her collecting, I bet she has quite the collection of jewelry, because I know we have given her a ton of jewelry.
But like I said, it's not really collecting.
She
it's
collects.
Just,
yeah, I don't know.
It's giving to her.
What is something she would never ever wear?
Something skimpy.
Yeah, because she's modest.
Yeah.
What could she spend all day watching?
That I don't know.
Even, okay, as a child, do you remember anything she liked to watch as a child?
She watched soap operas, but that was back when
Didn't
she
you
worked
tell me?
third shift.
Didn't you tell me that they used to watch Dallas and
yeah.
stuff like that?
Any of those soapy kind of
Which was
shows.
a soap opera that came on at night, like EastEnders.
Mom was never a big TV person, though.
Right.
Honestly, she was a reader.
She was a reader, yeah.
She would be reading while me and Dad were watching TV. I mean, that's just what she would do.
This next question is going to be really easy. Who is her favorite child?
I'm the only one.
Because Kevin is the only child. Yeah, Kevin's the only child. There's only a couple more. Where is her favorite place to eat?
I don't know where it is now. I have no clue.
But we know that she really enjoys.
She enjoys Cheddar. She enjoys.
They like Cracker Barrel. Yeah.
Frisch's, those kind of places.
Yeah.
She likes. She is 77 years old.
Where would she rather be right now?
Oh, well.
I'd say, yeah, at home. Yeah, watching TV. Although when she goes to the hospital and stuff like that, she truly that's where she feels like she's needed. What is her nickname? That would be Sue, because her real name's Margaret.
No, her first name.
Her first name's Margaret.
I don't know that she had a nickname.
You're in jail and you call her. What is her response?
Why are you calling me?
No, she would be right there.
She would.
If Kevin needed money, if Kevin needed anything, she would be right there immediately. She would not judge.
Well, she might judge.
She might judge inwardly. I don't think she would say anything, though. I really don't.
That'd be Dad's job.
But that's it. Those were all the questions. Yeah, I think you did quite well.
Most of those were easy questions.
Yeah, they were. They were. That's why I think they picked those to do on the radio.
Because, like, middle name, everybody should know your mother's middle name. I mean,
right, exactly. Well, if you've talked at all, you know. But yeah, I think those. And if you don't know the answers, and you know, they probably have basic ones on that list, like what is her favorite color and stuff like that.
But see, those kind of things, I wouldn't necessarily know.
No, favorite color, and you know, there are so many colors that I like, but I mean, I love the color orange, like pumpkin orange, but you would never see me wearing it. It's nothing that I would ever use in decorating. I would never have a wall that color. It just makes me happy. It's a happy color, but that doesn't mean I necessarily, you know, when people say, what is your favorite color? They usually think, oh, well, this is the color she wants to use in decorating and clothes and everything. That's not necessarily the case for me. So anyway, I just thought that was fun. We are over, we're getting into Lexington now. You can see the snow. We didn't get a lot of snow. Just some. And I don't think that I told you all what we are getting in Winchester. At least if I did, I don't remember. We had a Peebles in Winchester for, there's Target and all that over there, Barnes & Noble. We had a Peebles in Winchester for years and years and years. It was called Watson's, and then they changed it to Peebles. And it's kind of like a Belk's. It's like an upscale department store, like Dillard's or something like that. And so anyway, they couldn't stay open, and frankly, I didn't like going in there because of the high pressure sales when you were leaving. They always wanted you to buy magazines, and I actually worked there for a couple of months years and years ago, and she told Kevin and us, she said you would get in trouble. I mean, you could actually
didn't even stop.
He didn't even stop. You could actually be let go from your job if you did not sell enough magazines at the checkout.
Ran through that stop sign. I mean, literally didn't even stop.
Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Is
he gonna stop at this one?
He had to though. Yeah, he stopped, but he had to, and he about hit that car. It's like this person is drunk or something.
Literally. He's just a dumbass.
Well, I hate it because my children get on these roads too. I hate it for me, but I hate it for my kids. You know, you think it's one thing us having to deal with him, but it's another thing to think of your kids and your grandkids. But anyway, we're getting a Gordman's, and now Kevin and I don't buy clothes at Gordman's or any other. They have some neat home stuff at Gordman's. Here's Five Below.
Yeah, there's gonna be a smaller one than the other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it might go back further.
So
they're wide and narrow.
So last time we were here, they had just put the sign saying that they were getting one. Now there's Kohl's. But anyway, we're getting a Gordman's. Kevin and I don't go in Gordman's very often at all. But when we do go in Gordman's, it's to look for foods. So like weird foods that we can't find anywhere else, that's what we like to look at. So sometimes we buy $100 worth of stuff and sometimes we don't buy anything. But I think it's pretty cool that we're getting one in Winchester. So we just got home from Kohl's and Kevin is sitting here taking off sell stickers from items.
Fingers are worn out.
Things that I can't show you. So then there are some things that I can show you. You'll probably get tired of really quick, but I'll show them to you right now. Okay, so if you watched last week's vlog, I showed you a bunch of things that we bought for Gavin, mainly for Christmas, but we did find some things that were short-sleeved that I'm gonna give him for Easter, and some things that like are a size 5 that I gave him immediately, like 3 or 4 shirts that I gave him immediately. So I thought we had bought a lot more for Amelia at the time than we had, and it came out when we got home, I had only bought her 2 night shirts, nightgowns, and some underwear. So we went back this week. I had my Kohl's cash, which was $30, and we went back this week, and I'm going to show you what all we got for her. I'll show you the little pants first.
We spent more than $30.
We spent quite a bit of money. We did something too that I did not think, that I've never wanted to do before. Our total was over $300. And we do not have a Kohl's charge card. We've never wanted one. Back when we were in the beginning of our marriage, we had credit cards from, like that was the only way we were able to get our winter coats one year, was to get a credit card from JCPenney. We needed winter coats bad and we didn't have any money to do it, so we got a JCPenney credit card. So we've been in that credit card debt before. We're out of it and we don't want to be back in it. So anytime they ask us if we want a Kohl's credit card, we say, no thank you. Well, this woman was very, very persistent, but what changed my mind was when she said, you can save $100.
And pay it now.
And pay it right now. So our total was literally like, let's say it was $310. It took our total down to $210. And Kevin was able to pay it right then so that there was no balance on it. So we did it. Now, we will probably cancel it as soon as we get it in the mail. That's the only thing. I don't know. She acted like there was a benefit to having it. So, I don't know. I'll have to see. Because I know my mom always had a Kohl's credit card. My sister's always had a Kohl's credit card. But I want to make sure there's no annual fee. I want to make sure, you know, that there's no hidden fees. Because I do not want to be in credit card debt. So, anyway, we were able to save $100. I did get other things that I cannot show you for. I got some things for Christina. I got some things for Andrew that I cannot show you. But I ended up buying myself some things this week that I didn't buy myself anything last week. So I'll show you those after I get Amelia's. So these, we bought her a size 4. And so these are like little leggings. And they have stars all over them. They were $4. So I love these.
Am I keeping the sticker on, just taking the...
Just take off the clearance if you can. These were $5.19, but I love the pattern on them. These are all a size 4. These were $5.19. And unicorns are going to be a common theme in Amelia's clothes. You're going to see. These were $5.19. Because little girls right now, here's unicorns right here. That's just something that, would you call that, holographic? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just shiny.
It's $5.19. Well, what's holographic mean?
3D-ish looking kind of.
Oh. These were $3.60. And we bought her all a 4T because I might have bought a couple of shirts that were 5T. These were $5.19. They're unicorns. So this is my favorite time of year to shop at Kohl's. is when these were $5.19. When I can go in there and get things like this dirt cheap, whereas they had been $13 for these leggings, these were $4, and these are just like little black pants.
And we found you have to be persistent. You have to keep looking, because we were actually looked at the whole girl section.
These were $4.
And didn't find hardly anything we really liked.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, we were going around the corner. It's like, oh, wait a minute. This is a different, whole other section.
Exactly. I should have the camera where people can see
no,
you, too.
Right. I could talk.
Kevin's sitting here. Well, I don't want people to think I'm being rude. These were $6.49. I love this. This pattern would go great with like a red sweater. Really cute. So yes, you do have to keep looking. At one point I was sitting in the floor looking through t-shirts because I really want those deals. These were $4, and there's 2 more pairs of pants, and then we'll be on to the shirts. These were $5.19, and lastly these were $5.19. So then we have shirts. This one is short sleeve, so I'm actually going to give her this in her Easter basket. This was $4.80. And keep in mind, these really weren't that price once you take off $100, you know. This girl, I thought it was probably Hannah Montana, but I guess it's not Hannah Montana.
No, it's not a thing.
I don't know who she is.
Is not there a name in there?
It was $1.29.
Must not be that popular.
I have no idea. $1.29.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen her face.
It's Disney. It says different is cool. I have no. I thought
I've seen her on the Disney Channel.
So I will give her that for Easter as well, because it is short sleeve too. Okay, so now the rest of these I think are going to be for Christmas. Christmas or her birthday. So Amelia's birthday is December 23rd. So what I'll do when it gets about that time is I'll pick out like a certain amount of items that I'll keep for Christmas, and I'll give her some stuff for her birthday. That way I split it up. This shirt was $4.80. The Disney was $8.80, and I know $8.80 is not cheap, but it's Disney, it's Frozen, and I know she will absolutely love that.
That's cheap for the Disney over there, because most of the Disney was still $16 or more.
Yeah, the Disney stuff's expensive. This is $6.40. Well, we don't have to keep these hangers. All of Gavin's,
likes them or not.
I threw them away. All of Gavin's, I took them off and threw them away. This one, I love the fuzzy stuff, because I know I love wearing fuzzy stuff. It keeps you warm and snuggly. This is $8.80, but it has Anna and Elsa on it. And this looks like it's like a school uniform type thing, but I still think it'll look really cute on Amelia. It was $6.60, and that looks like a school uniform that Ashley would have had to have had. And then this was $4, and it has one of those hearts that it's pink now, but it changes color if you move it. This one I love. Kevin is not about the fuzzy stuff like I am.
I think Amelia will like it though. She likes this.
This doesn't even say it was on sale, but I know it was. I wonder what that rang up as. I'm sure it rang up on sale.
It was on sale for like $4.50.
Because there was another one just like it. $4.50?
It was something like that. It was like $4 or $5.
This one
I don't
was
think I picked out anything that was much more.
$4. This one was $5.60. So now I know the last 2 vlogs I have been showing you clothes, but just know that, you know, it's not like I do that every week. This was $3.20, and so I probably won't be showing you any more clothes, you know, like this for the rest of the year. This was $4. So if you're bored with this part, you can skip. But I will be showing you some stuff that I got. This was $6, which was a really good price for a Disney shirt. And it's that really soft, like a blanket material. This was $4.
What's neat about Kohl's this time of year is the men's and the women's stuff's all on sale too.
This is $4. We didn't look at the women's clothes at all. I told Kevin, I said, when we left the media section, I said, I want to go to the men's department and look at the sweaters, because This came from Kohl's. This is probably a Chaps brand sweater that came from the men's department at Kohl's. I probably paid, I don't know, $6 or $8 for this one that I'm wearing now. And they're so comfortable. This was $4.80. This was $6.40. This was $4.80. This was $6.49. I like this one a lot. This one's different. It was $4.80. The color's different and it has a fox on it. It looks like more like something, I don't know, for some reason with the fox it makes you think of fall. Now this one's just like that other one that Kevin had that there wasn't a tag on it. It was $4.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's how much the other one was too. I didn't think it was much.
This one was $4. Unicorns again. This one was $5.19. It says Supergirl. Are you taking off? Oh, you haven't got to them yet. When you see these that say collectible tee, take that off too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because any sticker that is stuck to that, when you put it up in the attic, it'll get hot and it'll stick to it really bad.
They glue on it.
Yeah, so all of Gavin's.
Well, what about these stickers? These stickers?
I take them off.
Oh well.
I thought you knew.
Well, I've been peeling stickers off the stickers. I've been fighting to pull stickers off stickers.
Show me one of those. Let me show them what you've been doing. So I've been giving Kevin these. You've been pulling the clearance off of that.
Yeah.
Oh no, just pull that whole thing off.
Yeah, like this. Look.
He's been fighting, pulling. No, you have to pull that whole thing off because the attic gets hot.
If I'd known that could have been done a long time ago.
The attic gets really hot, and you can't have cells if you want them to come off easy. You got to take them off before you put them up there. This was $4. Yeah, the attic gets really hot. $4. We're almost done. This one was $3.20, and I love the color of that. This one
about every color pants you can make.
was $3.20. There was only one pair of pants that we didn't get.
There's a couple and they were denim-y kind of.
Yeah. This one was $6. And I love this one. This one was $4. But it looks like a sweater. It's a sweatshirt. But it looks like a sweater material. A pattern, I mean. That pattern would look cute on a sweater. I would have a sweater like that with that pattern. And then the last one for Amelia was, this was $4.80. And I love that too. Okay, so those are all Amelia's, and then so now I want to show you the things I got for me. These were all from the men's department. They were all on hangers, so they have big clearance sections and everything's hung up. Kevin looked, but you didn't see anything, did you? Mm-hmm. They had some sweaters that we both loved. They
had some nice ones.
They were very, very thick, and they were like Izod brand. Or Chaps, and they were still $22 a piece. And they were for Christmas. Yeah. They were like Christmas patterns.
Oh, no, the ones I had looked at weren't.
Well, they had a blue one.
The ones I had were just solid sweaters, but they were still $25.
Okay, the ones I saw that I loved were those brands, but they were twice as thick as this, or the ones I'm going to show you. And they were just expensive. Yeah. So we got $60 in Kohl's cash. I told Kevin, I said, it would be worth it just to go back and see if they've marked them down anymore, maybe in a week. Okay, so this was $6. This is Sonoma. It's a medium. All of my sweaters are men's mediums. So $6 for this one. And then this one was $6. And it's green. So this is like the same thickness of what I'm wearing right now. And it's warm. I love it. I'm going to save one of them for last because it's my favorite. This one was $6. And it's a navy blue, if you can't tell. And then this one was probably $6 too. This one was $11, but I tell you why it was $11. I was still willing to get it because it had a different pattern at the top. And do you see that different pattern right there? It's only at the top. And I thought, you know what? I can understand extra work went into that and it's different. And so I was willing to pay $11. And my favorite one that I found today was, it was $11 as well, but you'll see why. I love this. And I can wear this, not only can you wear it in December, but you can also wear it in January. I mean, technically I could still wear it right now. It snowed last night, but I won't. I will probably only wear it during like late November, December, and January. So this will be a new one. I won't wear it until the Christmas season this year, but I love it. This is my favorite one. So that is all the things I can show you. Like I said, we did find, they had clearance stuff all over the store. So they had like towels and bedding, and they had kitchen stuff. They probably had shoes, but we didn't go to the shoe department. We didn't go to the women's section at all because frankly, I would rather wear these, and I think they're pretty and they're very comfortable, like I said. So we didn't go to the women, and we didn't go to the teens. And they do have a jewelry counter there, and we didn't go to the jewelry counter. So they could have had like maybe, I'd say if you looked, they probably had perfume sets and bath bombs and stuff like that on sale, but we just didn't go to that department. So if you have a Kohl's in your area, I would go as soon as you can, because right now they're giving out Kohl's Cash. I don't think they give out Kohl's Cash constantly, but right now they're giving out Kohl's Cash, and they're trying to get rid of a lot. And don't just look for the racks that say like 50% off. Look for the racks that say, what, 70 to 80% off is where we were looking, right?
And then at 60 to 80.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did really well. So I'm gonna sit here with Kevin and help him take off all these clearance tags now. Make sure he's doing it right. So tonight for dinner, I made that, it's like a Mexican taco bake. I've done a recipe of it before, but this time I just used banana peppers because last time I used banana peppers and jalapenos, and it was so spicy that I thought, you know what? I just really love the banana peppers by themselves. So this is how I'm going to make it for now on, is with banana peppers. But I just wanted to show you. And I'm using one of my new Mason Cash baking dishes, and I love it. It's the perfect size. Today, Kevin and I have some packages to open for you. This one is from Joseph in Maquoketa, Iowa, and I've never heard of Maquoketa, Iowa. It's so interesting, all the places I've never heard of before. So Joseph wrote me a letter, and I will do my best to read it, to Tammy and Kevin from Joseph. I really enjoy watching your YouTube channel. I like watching your reviews for a lot of different types of candy, cereal, drink, food, and sodas. I would very much appreciate it if both of you do reviews on my products that I sent to you. I enjoy each of them. However, I still want you guys to try each of them and see if you like them or not. I live in Maquoketa, Iowa, and you guys live far away from where I live, so I figured I would just mail them to you guys to try. I appreciate that. Also, since you guys might not be able to find them at the store, I would like to give you the opportunity to try them all. I know he told me he was sending me the Now and Later morphs. We've looked everywhere for those and cannot find them here. So I appreciate you sending them to me. I'm assuming that's what he told me. I would really enjoy it even more if you do a review for the Haichu Sours, the Now and Later morphs, the Starburst duos, and the chocolate pudding peeps in 4 different videos. I hope you enjoy getting this letter and my products. Last but not least, will you guys give me my first and last name a shout out, please? Sure. Let me read his name on the front. Joseph Berner, B-E-R-N-E-R. Normally, I do not say last name, so thank you for letting me say your name. And what did Joseph? Okay, Joseph has sent the new Starburst Duos, 2 flavors in one. The only way, I have not actually, I don't know if I've seen these here or not. I don't think I have.
Not the actual Starburst.
We've had the jelly beans. We tried the Starburst Duos jelly beans, but not these. So yeah, we would definitely try these. High Chew Sweet and Sour contains 2 flavors, watermelon and grapefruit, and those say they're new. I like High Chews. That's something that I did not grow up on. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I ever had them until we started this channel.
That's what I sent them to.
Yeah. Okay, peeps, I appreciate you sending these, and I will enjoy eating them, but we just bought these. The review will be coming up shortly. The review will be up before you even see this video, because this video, you won't see this until next Monday, and the video for these will already be out. But I do appreciate you sending me these because I like Peeps anyway. And the Now and Later Morphs. Yes, I looked them up and on Amazon, and they're very, very expensive if you buy them from Amazon. So I appreciate you sending these because I have not seen these anywhere around here. They look really good though. And they have, there's a lemon lime strawberry, cherry mango, grape watermelon, and blue raspberry lemon. So those will be really fun to try. And then this package, did that come out of there? Oh, okay. So this package is...
I pulled it out of the air.
What state is this from? Oklahoma? This is from Rebecca in Oklahoma. Dear Tammy and Kevin, so sorry to hear about your fur baby Guido. I saw your YouTube video about him. I know this diamond painting picture isn't him, but I saw it and thought about you. I hope you like it. I'm a fan of your videos. Again, so sorry for your loss. Sincerely, Rebecca. Oh, isn't that precious? That's so sweet. No,
all pugs kind of look the same.
No, I've had looks like that from Guido.
Oh,
trust me. Where he's looked at me, that's why he's like, we call him our mafia pug. He had this look like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at me like that for? So,
yeah, that's a young pug. He's got the black nose still.
I was going to say, especially when he was younger. So Rebecca, I recognize the diamond dots and your name. Rebecca has a Twitter account, and so she sends me messages on Twitter, and she has sent me pictures before of the diamond dots pictures that she has done, and I think she's constantly working on them all the time. This is something that it takes a lot of time.
It does take a lot of time.
We have a video.
Makes your eyes cross after all.
We have a video of Kevin doing
2 of them.
Did you do 2?
And fast forward.
Okay, because I know we made a video of 1. Sure I didn't know if we made a video of 2.
Maybe we didn't. I can't remember.
I know that Kevin, we bought one and he did it and we filmed it. But then it seems like Ashley bought one.
And when she had her tonsils taken out.
And you finished it.
Yeah. When she had her tonsils taken out, she bought one, thought it would keep her busy.
Yeah, Ashley can't sit still for 5 minutes. She has to be running constantly. So, thank you very, very much. And Joseph, thank you for all the goodies. Like I said, it's okay that you sent these and we had already bought them and tried them because it's just something that I can enjoy and don't have to worry about doing a review of. I wanted to ask you all if anyone else had noticed with the new Nature Valley boxes that they have changed the calories, at least on this one in particular. My favorite are the peanut butter, the crunchy ones, and they always said 190 calories. Well, inside the package, you get 2 pieces. You get inside the crunchy one. So like Kevin's favorite are the peanut butter, so he gets 1 bar in his. And I wonder if no, his still say 170 calories.
I've been around for a while.
Yeah, his been around for a little while too. But these are the new boxes, and so they always said 190 calories. or 100 calories per bar. Well, it never made any sense at all. So they have finally updated their calories to make them 200 calories, which makes a lot more sense. It's 100 calories a piece that adds up. You know, America is always really, really bad about rounding, and they don't ever give the exact number. So hopefully the 200 is closer than it was at 190. I mean, it's only 10 calories, right? So you wonder, why didn't they put it on there to begin with? I don't know. So today, the gutter people are here, the gutter guys, and they are working on our gutters, and they said that they would send pictures to Kevin throughout the day. So they're going to send before and after pictures. So I did not film anything outside the house, although I've shown outside the house before, but I'll have pictures in the video to show you what it looked like before and after. And Chapel's down here. What, Chapel? What, honey? He knows when something's going on, when someone's here. Yes, honey. Yes, I know. They're here, aren't they? And he gets excited when people come over. So anyway, I'll let you know how much it cost and all that stuff when they're finished. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes. Well, I think the guys are gone to lunch, so I wanted to show you out the back window. This is where they've been working a lot today, is from the back porch. So you can see stuff set up here, and there's also stuff set up beyond out there in the grass. Probably won't be able to see that from here. But this is where their main way up to the roof. This is where they've been today. And this is what it looks like out in the backyard. I guess that is some kind of device to cut the pieces of gutter with. I've got the dryer on, so you probably hear that. Today's my cleaning day. Today's a Wednesday. That's the day they're here. So I've already got the house clean. I'm just waiting on the laundry. So I don't know what this product is. I don't know what that is. But anyway. So hopefully they'll get to finish today, but if not, he said it wouldn't take long tomorrow if they don't finish today. So I'm looking out the other kitchen window, and here is one of our gutters down on the ground. This is one of our old ones. Something must be going on with the gutters, because the guys have come up here on the porch to talk to Kevin, and there was a lot of like moving of hands. The guys, they're like showing him with their hands like it, I don't know what's going on. So it'll be interesting when Kevin comes back in to see what they have to say is going on. So Speedway has had this sign on their door for like, this is what, the second or third day?
At least 3 days.
3 days, saying we have what's new. Well, guess what? They don't have any of that stuff. I do think they might have had the Coca-Cola Energy, which we've already tried.
They did have that. And they had the Red Bulls, which is, those are on sale. Those aren't new.
Okay, just so the three that are new, they do not have those, and I don't know why they have that on their sign. They shouldn't be able to put the sign on the door until they actually have it in stock. Well, I tell you what, Walmart is making a mistake when it comes to Kevin and I, because when we see somebody back by the electronics that's trying to sell you the cable program or something, we will cut around through like the shoes and kids' clothes and stuff like that in order to avoid them. So, you know, used to, Kevin normally loves looking at the electronics and stuff like that and seeing what's on sale. Yeah.
We're griping about the people again.
Yeah, I've griped about this before. But, like Kevin said, at least if you're walking back by the electronics, there's a chance we might buy something. There's absolutely zero chance that we're going to buy anything.
Shoes or lingerie.
Yeah, because we're having to, because we're having to cut through. So they are missing potential sales from us because they're trying to sell a cable service or internet or something like that. Yeah, so really they're losing out from us. I wanted to tell you And because I wanted to ask you something.
You always ask me, but I don't know what you're going to ask me on camera.
Like, I've never asked him anything bad on camera. Never would I ask him anything bad on camera. And I don't even know what the possibility, what I could ask him. We did that video of the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, the ice cream.
The ice creams. And, okay, so we know that they have vanilla, just a vanilla with no dip.
Right.
Then they have the chocolate dipped, they have the butterscotch dipped, and they have the cotton candy dipped right now.
Right now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. There were a number of people who said that their favorite dipped cone from Dairy Queen
is the butterscotch?
No, is the cherry dipped.
I haven't seen that one.
Never in my life have I heard.
Is it like a solid?
It's like instead of dipping it in cotton candy, they're dipping it in some kind of cherry.
Never heard of it.
No, and I asked.
Of course, Dairy Queen's not a place we go all the time, so we may have missed it. But
I think we would have heard of that. I really do. But I asked Josh. He lives in not Massachusetts. He lives in. Why can I not think of where Minnesota. Thank you. Josh lives in Minnesota, and so I asked him. I said, "Have you ever seen cherry dipped in your area?" And he said, "No." He's never seen that before. So I'm thinking,
it's a coastal thing.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the people who told me, maybe they live in the Northeast, is where for some reason I got an idea that this was maybe a New York thing. I don't know, but
sounds good though. I like cherry.
I do too. We've never had cherry dipped cone. I just thought that was.
Do they start making Dairy Queen chocolate soft serve? They have to for their blizzards, right? Do they have chocolate soft serve?
I thought they had chocolate soft serve.
I know for years they didn't. And
yeah.
Then they finally got it.
I thought
I think
sure
they do
they
just
had.
because of their blizzards. They had to.
Right.
Okay,
I've showed you where the gutter guys were there today, which I met them this afternoon before we went to Walmart. Super, super, super nice people. I mean, just both guys, the guy in charge was incredibly nice. The guy working with him, just both super nice guys. But of course, nothing's easy when it comes to our house. So years ago,
now you gotta double any money you set aside. You have to double.
Yeah. So years ago, before we renovated our kitchen, there was a corner in our kitchen where it had leaked, and it had even grown like a mushroom.
Like a fungus.
And they're like, why has this mushroom grown out of the wall? Well, the guy showed Kevin today that when the people put the siding on the house years and years and years ago, they put siding over the wood, they didn't do it correctly. And basically they left a hole.
Yeah, they didn't do a full job.
They didn't do a full job. And basically where that hole was left, water has come in for years. And it has been caulked in the hole. So someone knew that there was a hole there, and they've put caulking in there to try to fix it. And that doesn't fix anything. Are you going to let them go? That doesn't fix anything. Just putting.
Puts a Band-Aid on.
It's putting a patch.
It's like cutting your femoral artery and putting a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
It's still gonna squirt Goliath.
Exactly. So we fixed.
My guess is the people, they could have fixed it by pulling the gutter off,
right?
Fixing the hole and putting the siding up against, like, make a corner, and then put the gutter back. But they didn't choose to do that. Instead, they literally cut the siding around the gutter.
Right. So when we renovated the kitchen, we stripped the wood, we stripped the plaster, we stripped it all down. You can watch those videos. It's a 20-part series if you're interested. It's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
But they redid the wood in that corner.
Yeah, they had to rebuild some 2x4s.
So anyway, we're thinking that we're probably not going to get to do the living room like I had hoped. We might have to do the hallway next because we want to find out if there's been any leaks behind.
Structural.
Yes. Yeah, so I think that's going to be our next bet. But the guys did not finish today because they have to buy a replacement wood. So they're going to come back tomorrow. Who remembers in last week's vlog when I was talking about the paramedics who put the gloves on, and then they ran their hand up the handrail, and then they went and touched the patient and all the equipment and all that stuff. Well, this is in the Daily Mail today. So speaking of the coronavirus, my aunt sent me a link that the TV show The Amazing Race is going to hold off filming while the coronavirus is going on. Or while it's, still spreading, which I understand. It's absolutely the right thing to do. Because they don't want any contestants coming down with it. But it's a shame for people who love The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race is like, it's my favorite reality show that's from the United States. I just absolutely love it. I've talked about it before, so I won't go into it here. But so that makes me sad that they are going to suspend that, but I totally understand it. I want to say happy birthday to Jamie. I hope you have a terrific birthday and that you do something very special for your birthday. What else did I want to mention? Oh, I want to show you, Gavin is in Boy Scouts. So Gavin had to build a car for a Pine Box Derby. I think that's what it's called. And I'm thinking Andrew and Christina took him to Hobby Lobby and he got to pick out the stickers and the paints and everything that he wanted to use on his car. So I'm going to insert a picture of it here. So anyway, I think it is absolutely adorable. I love it. I also want to mention my Instagram here because I post pictures and stuff all the time on Instagram, and I don't bring it up very often. I think there's a link in the description below, but a lot of people don't look at the link. It's Tammy's Clock. It's all one word. There's no caps. I don't think that matters though. It's TAMISCLOCK, Tammy's Clock, all one word. So if you want to see new things that we found, I try to always take pictures, and just because I am posting a picture doesn't mean I've actually bought the item. So if you're curious as to are you going to review that or did you buy it or not, you'll see that in the haul video. So if you saw a picture of it but you didn't see it in the haul video, then that means that we don't plan to review it, that we weren't interested in it, but I thought other people might be interested in it. So there's a lot of things that I see that I think other people, it's good for them to know that it's out there, but that I'm not necessarily interested in trying myself. The other thing I'm bringing up, I know a lot of totally random things, but these things I've been meaning to tell you for a while now, especially this last thing. I said a long time ago that if you leave me comments with a bunch of symbols in it, a bunch of emojis, chances are I'm not going to know what those emojis stand for. And I can't read that. I mean, it's literally like trying to read it, trying to figure out another language. It would be like me trying to read Braille or something, you know? I can't do that. So when I say emojis, I don't mean a smiley face or a heart or something simple like that. I mean, there are some people, and I've said this a long time ago, but especially one person, they keep doing it, and it's just like, they've never gotten a reply from me, and I like to reply to people sometimes. This person has never gotten a reply from me, and I don't even heart the comment because I can't read it. I truly cannot read it. But it'll be like every word that they write, if there is an emoji for it, then it's that symbol instead of the word. But if I don't know what those emojis are, if I don't know what they stand for, then I don't know what the word is. I have no clue. Somebody sent me something a couple weeks ago, and they thought it was very clear that they were talking about one thing, and I thought it was a picture of something completely different. So I wasn't getting what they were telling me at all, because I don't know what all these pictures are of. If I don't, I just, and I don't know how to say it any clearer. If I can show you an example of what I'm talking about, without showing somebody's name, I don't want to call anybody out, then I will show you, because I mean, you just have to see it. It's and I don't want to make anybody feel bad, because I love receiving comments and stuff like that. It's just that I want to be able to read your comment, and so if you're leaving me all those emojis, I can't read them. So I will try to find an example for you. So as you can see, I had to really want to show you what I was talking about without giving up the identities of these people. These are subscribers, and I do care about my subscribers, and I really do want to be able to read the comments. But like, I have no idea what that says. Can anybody else read that sentence? I mean, and what I don't know what those are. Is that a coyote? Is it a cat? I don't even know what that is. And then, okay, there's a baby bottle. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then, no. And then this, I mean, what is this? I mean, that's fine if you use emojis all the time, if you know what that means. I have no idea what that means. And so for me, it's like, I normally, you know, when I read your all's comments, I like to give it a heart to let you know. So even if I don't reply to it, I like to let you know that I've seen it and I've read it. So I give it a heart. And I don't even give these a heart because I have no idea what this person is saying to me. So I just want you all to know that that emojis, I can see the picture, but that doesn't mean it means anything to me. So I wanted to show you what it looks like without the gutters. We're out back right now, and so there's nothing connected up here, and then up here there is nothing connected up here right now. And so they will they're gonna come back, and Kevin's gonna explain everything in the video. They're not gonna be able to put this on right now. They're gonna have to come back, but I'll let Kevin explain that in the video.
Tammy wanted me to talk a little bit about what happened with the gutters, so I'm just going to go through some pictures and show you kind of what they've done and what it looks like now. So this was the side of the house on the, if you're facing our house, it's on the left side. This is before, and that's the old gutter and the old downspout. I think they replaced both of those. So this was them, after they pulled it off, they had to completely replace that piece of wood on there. This whole piece of wood right here was completely rotted and soft and split. They said it was actually split almost right down the middle, so it wouldn't really hold screws and stuff. So they replaced this whole thing, and then that's them working on the drip guards and I can't remember what it's called, some kind of a little covering that goes over top of the wood. So that's them working on that, and you can see the soffits, they've had to pull those off and put them back up. And there's the final product with the gutters all replaced, and pretty much looks the same as the other one, but it's all nice and firm, and it's going to stay up there. And here's the back of the house over our deck. This is our back door. They're going to replace this gutter right here. They're going to replace this gutter, and there's actually, this is like a U shape. So it comes out here, it goes across, then it goes back, and I'll show you that one too. And there's one that like above this gutter that I'll show you as well, but this is kind of the low view. They're not replacing this because this one's fairly new. This area was added on not that long ago. So this gutter is just going to get a little TLC, but it's not going to be replaced. So this is them pulling down that one piece of gutter, just pulling it down to replace. They replaced all this metal edging right here. Like I said, I don't know what it's called, but they said they had the wrong thing on there. They had like the gutter, like things you have on the side of the roof. They had it here, like a drip guard on the side of the roof. They had it stuck here to keep the water from going underneath the shingles, which they said that's not how you use it.
So I thought that was kind of funny that they just completely put the wrong stuff underneath there. So this is the replaced gutter. There it is right there. And then you can see right there, this is a closer view, but they've taken down the gutter on that part too. But this gutter and this gutter also got a screen on it. So both of those pieces of gutter got this gutter screen to keep the leaves out and let the water flow in. They said they've used this for years. It's aluminum. It'll hold up really well. And so anyway, yeah, that'll keep the leaves out, keep it from getting clogged up, because that gutter and the top gutter were getting clogged up all the time. So now those weren't the bad gutters. The side gutters and that one gutter and the top gutter wasn't too bad. The bad ones were this. You can see that U shape. There's the gutter goes around that dormer right there. And it's this piece of gutter right here that you can't really see the whole thing, but you'll see that more of it here in just a second. But those pieces of guttering caused some problems. This is that top part of that dormer, the part that you couldn't see around the corner. You can actually tell this 2x4, which is literally all they had holding the gutters on was a 2x4. It's almost like they didn't, when the house was originally built, it's like they didn't have a gutter here. It was just letting the water run down and hit this roof and run off. And they found that if you let water run down here and hit this without a gutter, it's going to end up wearing out your shingles right where the water drips all the time. So, see, it's not the proper way of doing this. And now that I'm looking at it, this valley right here doesn't look like it was quite done correctly either. From the roof, that doesn't look right to me, because it looks like that. I've seen them before that they put solid shingles over top of the valley, so it all runs down. They've actually just cut it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a roofing person, but that doesn't look right to me. But anyway, they're going to end up fixing a lot of this stuff anyway. But this wood, they're going to have to replace it. They're going to have to get an actual carpenter to come in and fix this. The gutter guys, of course, don't have those skills, so that's going to have to be replaced. They actually said that the only thing holding this gutter on was the other piece of gutter over here. That was actually holding that piece of wood up. So you had a piece of screw over on this side, and the other piece of gutter holding this whole piece of wood up and the gutter. So that could have fallen any time, really. And then this was the joyous find. There's a big hole in the side of the wall. So this is where the gutter actually went in. You can see this is where the gutter the back edge of the gutter would have nailed to the house. And then this is the actual profile of the gutter. You can see where whoever did the siding didn't take the bother to take the gutter off. They stuck a little flashing in there and then trimmed the siding around the gutter that was already there, and then caulked the heck out of it so it wouldn't leak into this hole. You talk about a half-assed job. That seems like a half-assed job to me. And you can see the wood and stuff's all rotted out in here too. So what they're going to have to do is, I'll show you what they did to temporarily fix it, but it's going to be like a week and a half before they're going to be able to get here. That's literally the inside of the house right there. That is actually the plaster wall back in there. And there was before we bought this house, we knew that there had been some water damage like right below here. At one point, I think there was even a mushroom growing in the corner of the wall, where it actually got so wet, like fungus was growing out of the wall. It's all fixed now. Matter of fact, when we got the kitchen redone, they redid a bunch of the wood that was directly underneath this, like way down here in the kitchen area. But you can see where the waters ran down on the siding for years and just stained the siding. So anyway, this was a halfway fix. So, and there's the other side of that U-shaped dormer. You can see they've stuck screws in there to try to hold it up. I mean, it's just, I don't think the original house probably even had anything right there. They probably just had a piece of wood and that was it. And they didn't have gutters, but that's just my guess. They're going to fix all that. They're going to get a carpenter to fix all that too. There's what it looks like. And there's the front side of that dormer. What they're going to do is they're going to fix all this. They're going to have to fix all this part. Let me go back. They're going to fix all this dormer part, this U-shaped part that it's time to be fixed. Oh, you can see the screen on that other gutter right there too. They're going to fix this dormer. They're going to have to pull the siding off here, patch up behind this, and then re-side this section right through here, and then put the gutter back. He basically put that piece of flashing in there and put another little small piece of gutter to kind of direct the water away from that hole, because they can't do anything. They can't patch it up or cover it right now. So this should take care of it. Most of the water running off this roof is going to hit out here anyway. The only thing it's going to be running down here is the stuff from this corner is going to run down. But hopefully it'll run over here and hit that gutter and go away from the house. you know, that's just what it is. And there's just another view of it. So yeah, so that's where we're at now. We're waiting for them to get builders to come out and actually redo this. This doesn't look like it's very well sealed either. Probably they may have to do something with that to seal it back up better too. But anyway, we're waiting on the estimate for that, and then they'll have to make time to actually get here and work on it. So anyway, give you a quick update. Not that was that quick, but I give you an update, and yeah, that's where it's at, and we'll follow up when they do more with it.